The Grounded 係一出2013年11月出版嘅真實紀錄片 DVD。該紀錄片由自然生態攝影師 Steve Crushall 執導，與兩位研究接地 grounding 對身體健康影響嘅醫生 Dr. Joseph Mercola 同 Laura Ganiva MD 一同拍攝。內容講述美國阿拉斯加一個寒冷小鎮嘅見證。小鎮中好多受疾病困擾嘅居民，甚至一位癱瘓咗30年嘅殘疾人士，都因為認識咗接地嘅好處並應用後都得着好大嘅改善，最後更完全康復。
Like he was doing for the world, he has made one of the most significant health discoveries of all time.
Pretty far-fetched, I thought, but something to consider while dealing with the cold reality of the day.
35 below wind chill. Does the sink work?
20 below zero, sitting overnight. Couldn't use this. Oh, dear.
But the more I thought about that internet show with its elevated message, perhaps there was some truth to it. Greatest health discovery ever? Okay, when you're in physical pain like I was, you tend to look closer at your options for some kind of relief. This was a winter like no other. 44 feet of snow fell in total.
There's a reason why I feel crappy today yet.
Hello! Can you help me carry some pieces of firewood?
The workload was daunting and unrelenting. My back muscles kept me in agony. My frozen hands stayed numb.
Here's a fence. It's an 8-foot-high fence. But as you can see,
I take care of orphaned wildlife. Their lives fared much better in the brutal season compared to their wild counterparts. You might have wondered what that greatest health discovery pronouncement made on that internet show was. It is called earthing, which refers to the recent uncovering of the fact that major health benefits result from contact with the Earth's energy field by walking barefoot. Wearing conductive footwear, such as leather, also works. But because I was desperate, I went for the whole treatment, from head to toe, regardless of the temperature. After about 20 minutes of lying naked on the bare earth in below freezing temperatures, a wave of calm had come over me, and I felt warm and tingly. The next morning, something was missing. It was the pain in my back, and both of my hands were no longer numb. This was crazy. How could this have occurred? Was it my imagination? Did I simply tell myself the pain would go away if I touched the earth, and by doing so it would? I decided to try a different method. Of course, I didn't want to stay connected to the earth by lying outside in the cold. Since earthing or grounding is all about soaking up the earth's free electrons, all I needed to do was stick a grounding rod into the earth and bring the energy right into the cabin. And while I was at it, why not start an experiment to see if this magic works on other living things? And so I also cut 2 sprigs off a cottonwood sapling, grounding one and not the other, to see if it would influence the sprouting of the buds. This, I thought, would be the litmus test. But hey, why stop with cottonwood twigs? It was almost Valentine's Day, and my helper Rocky delivered ideal additional specimens for my experiment.
thank you.
I put the first batch of lilies in the new workshop edition, which were not grounded to the earth, and even added the stuff that comes with store-bought flowers to give them a longer shelf life. The other batch for the grounding experiment. But the next morning, after sleeping grounded, something else was happening. I noticed I wasn't grinding my teeth in my sleep anymore either. Things started coming into focus rapidly after that. The cottonwood sprig that was in the grounded vase sprouted before the other one. And then the verdict was in between the grounded and ungrounded lilies. Guess which lily kept its petals the longest? The grounded lily, of course. All the ungrounded lilies in the new workshop edition had long been dead. It is a moment like this that you just want to jump on your snow machine and get to the first person you can think of who is suffering, who might really take you seriously. That person was my associate Mario Benassi. And then my helper Rocky caught an internet discourse between two celebrity doctors about this earthing discovery.
I got to say, I think a lot of folks can see this is where Dr. Mercola, he fell off the wagon on this one. What? Who's doing this? Like, who gave this idea? Well, it's because it's not simply walking barefoot. It's the devil's in the detail. It's walking barefoot on the earth. And the earth is a massive source of free electrons. And when you do that, these electrons go into your body. So my mother-in-law has been torturing me about this. She's been talking to me about walking barefoot outside, which I thought was just a scam to get me out of the house.
Meantime, my associate Mario had some news.
I didn't really think it was true. Like, I didn't want to believe it at first. But it's the truth. He hasn't been snoring for the last 3 nights. Now I don't hear him snore at all.
After an initial email, Clint Ober, the man who discovered grounding or earthing for modern man, contacted me. I explained to him how many people I knew were suffering in our community. He responded with this box. From then on, all I had to do was disseminate information and put together resources to anyone I knew that would benefit.
Word's getting out. Tim, are you there? Now you're in pain, right?
I am.
You got what's the matter?
Ruptured disc.
So you're in always pain.
Always.
Take this. Oh, you're here. So I just bumped into you.
Local business owners took this seriously. My reputation and hunch about grounding was now open to public scrutiny. Either this was going to change the community of Haines, Alaska, or I'd be the laughingstock of the town. Alaskans, it seems, are skeptical by nature and quite opinionated to boot.
Show me a better way, I'll do better.
Saying, Steve, that you should just take this thing and run with it and get it out to the public as fast as possible, to as many people as possible.
It's a concept I hadn't considered. So whether it makes sense or not, who's to say?
But I did crawl underneath the house and get naked and lay on the earth for about 20 minutes. And I felt better.
Why would the local doctor be so underwhelmed by this?
Uh-oh. Something happened here.
Cameron, and I'll tell you how dang good I feel without any back problems whatsoever.
Really? Has your back gotten better?
I have absolutely no pain in my back whatsoever.
And how long have you had this back pain prior to meeting on this earthing thing?
20 years. Day to day was a struggle.
My goodness.
Every day was a struggle to get through.
Oh, I got it in the truck. Well, the wolf will like that.
Almost everyone was being transformed. In my hometown, there continued to be profound and life-impacting reports. At the Eagle Foundation, for example, there was Dave Olrud, who had been a paraplegic for 30 years, in a state of unimaginable suffering, barely able to twitch his toes. Until now. He had only been grounded a month.
Thanks for the moose branches.
You're welcome.
What are you going to help me, what's that?
That's a grounding thing for lady. She give it back because she can't get too ill or she'll lose her disability. It's okay?
But then there was Rocky himself, a man who lives a hard life and sort of is homeless, who sleeps in his truck each night, until I invited him to stay with me in the cabin. was no way I would ever get a good night's sleep with that type of situation happening on the couch, 4 feet away from my bed. The next night, Mr. Seward agreed to allow me to hook him up to the earth in an experiment. He had nothing to lose, really, since he'd never gotten a true night's sleep anyway, due to waking up choking and with a headache and more. You guessed it. He never snored again.